Hello, and welcome back to Stellaris, where last episode we set about eliminating most of our threats. The Shapa Alliance got vassalized by the Draklings. The Juvan Imperial systems got eaten by the Tarathians and others. And the Otheli in the previous episode got their asses kicked and were also proven to be not strong enough to handle the onslaughts. They are no longer a threat to me at all. However, we learned that the Kormathi lethal instrument realms are actually surprisingly powerful, being equivalent to us, but I didn't realize just how strong they were. So we managed to back out of the war with the Juvan before they became a serious threat. The fighting over the world of New Light was intense, as they had they had a 1,000 strength garrison, which I was not at all expecting. So that definitely took me off guard. But the other thing that occurred is that the symbiotes are now dreadfully, dreadfully close with Parsac Station. And now that there are no enemies blocking the border, this makes things iffy. But the symbiote host being so terribly close. And, more pressingly, the Kenjodans have decided to cease their peaceful diplomatic stance with us. They've begun to become belligerent. They think that they can take us on, but they fail to calculate the might of the Draklings, the Ra, and the Pandorans. And the fact that we have the advantage of several defensive stations, and the fact that I can put my whole fleet on the border. And they are blocked off by the Mechanzor Continuum, the Custodian Matrix. Which is good. Any fighting will be over these worlds here. Well, actually, they've only closed borders to the host. So, still, not very straightforward. Because there's only 2 systems they can breach through at. 3, technically, but one of them is Fortress Worlded, and Asir is the next strategic zone. And then Gamma Draconis and Zerastrum are also heavily fortressed. These areas are the strongest areas in our empire, border-wise. And we're currently building those up as well, to prevent the Kenjodan from breaching through without us being able to respond in time. The other major issue is that the League of Ra has had the Pandora Robotics have had an explosion of a robot uprising. The Zenak subsumers, who have quite the fleet, but I believe that the Pandora have been able to rally their forces to deal with it, so I'm hoping that will clear out on its own. We're also only 5 years away in game time from the endgame crisis, but being able to spawn.
Research concluded.
So that's always good as well. Now, are we buying food still? No, we're not. We're just buying a crap load of minerals. Need more admin cap.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
But needless to say, the Juvan hegemony has crumbled. In fact, if you go by Federation status, the United Galactic Nations, which is our Federation, has most of them. The glorious Juvan Order is gone. The only remaining powerful threat is, again, the Instrument Realms, but they are completely surrounded by us and our alliance, so I do not feel that that's an issue. There is also the Free Advancement Federation, which is currently led by the Kinjodan. They're the only other realistic threat, but only because the Kinjodan are with them. And I very, very much want the Endgame Crisis to pop, because if we go by relative power, the only entities that we are equivalent to are all of the ancient empires. Oh, stop reshuffling down to the bottom, game. And the League of Ra is actually stronger. The Othethi polity is stronger, and the Symbiote Host are stronger, which is means that it is very much time for an Endgame Crisis to spawn and wreck people's shit. Otherwise, they'll keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And all of our stuff that we did to boost our ships in the time of war is over. But things are shaping up. And we have completed our sentry array. That's the other thing. We've also begun building lots and lots of mega structures in our base. So now we can see everything, which is good. Now I can actually give information about various wars going on throughout the galaxy, which is always nice. We also are the president of our nation, and will be for quite some time. And in the galactic community, there are currently votes for leveraged privateering, which we agree with. It's a good idea. And I'm desperately trying to become the Senate. Yeah, the subsumers have... Ooh, they've taken Megalodon. That's bad. But the League of Ra is mobilizing their fleets. So I believe it's only a matter of time. And speaking of becoming the Senate and mega structures, our interstellar assembly in orbit in the Lumen system has completed its assembly site. So let's finish that up.
Knowledge Knowledge is the key to the universe.
And actually, I think at this time... Oh, we lost fleet capacity. Oh yeah, because Federation law is now to transfer to the Fed fleet. Oh, button's broken.
Research concluded.
There we go. Now I wonder, where do I access Federation fleets?
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
I think they changed it to just allow Federation-class ships. Which, again, I don't need to dip into that until the endgame crisis pops. And we still have the... we still have the ability to, summon that Fallen Empire fleet. And again, I'm far more concerned about my own defense than I am. Yeah, no, Lumen Shipyard is screwed. Lumen... Lumen is not good. A Seer is currently in construction. I don't really need to worry about Zerastrum. Holy crap, yes I do. Maybe time to kick the Otheles again. Eton Stella is not an issue.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Gamma Draconis isn't a super big of an issue. Zedrun is no longer an issue. Manward
Research
is
concluded.
very much an issue. Ramon, I'm not worried about. Thon, I'm not worried about. Nishan, I'm not worried about. Pel. I'll upgrade Pel. Tedis, I'm not worried about. And Menkar, I'm not worried about. And Isir is already as upgraded as I can tell. Hey man, more food. Always need more food. Oh wait, no. Nope. Research. Switch this back to admin cap because I can do policies and I can do edicts and then I can do farming subsidies. And that will keep my food where it needs to be. And then I can go to policies. And I still can't change... I can change it. Cool. I will change us from wealth creation to consumer benefits. Because right now we're buying a shitload of consumer goods. And now we can sell a shitload of consumer goods. But we don't have to, though. And all the other policies are beginning to fade away. But that should fix that issue. And we have successfully eliminated the threat of the subsumers. It looks like they're currently just waiting for the
Research concluded.
Armies to finish. They are. And the subsumers have been dealt with. Robot rebellion gone. And we have reached the maximum level of the Federation, which increases our monthly unity. It also gives us a great deal of damage to endgame crisis factions, which means, I believe, and I'm going to increase our Federation centralization. And then I will change our fleet contribution to high. Which will take us over capacity, but only slightly. Let's see. And we are still waiting, of course, for our construction of the interstellar assembly. Now, I wonder if the peace treaty has worn off with the Otheli here. Oh, it most certainly is. And they're a member of the Coalition of Autonomous Powers. But, that's not a threat. So, it's time to get rid of them. No, I can't do impose ideology. Because they are... But they're authoritarian. Oh, because we're... Because our primary is xenophile. That's why. Our primary is not egalitarian. Our primary is xenophile. Well, in that case... Well, once they're at peace, we'll demand their vassalization. And we'll begin integrating the Tranquil Cooperative. I could spark a war with the symbiotes. That would be interesting. That'd be very interesting. But we shall see.
Construction completed.
Speak to the shroud. For a fleeting moment, we are lost, and a sense of utter panic washes over us as we contemplate an eternity spent within the shroud. Then we regain our footing, and the terror recedes. More life. Buy more food. Well, again, once the Otheli are done with their war... Yes, I will take in the Abevni League.
Research concluded.
The Union of Damon has joined us. Excellent.
Research concluded. Knowledge is the key to the universe.
I could also kickstart a war with the Robo-Steel Absorbers. After all, they are completely surrounded. And they are a significant galactic threat. So, declare war! End threat. Containment.
This is a declaration of war.
No, that's good enough. And I'm just like, Go, my Federation. Go. Fight them. Fight them for me.
Construction completed.
Because, like, I need my fleets here in case the symbiotes declare war or in case the Atheli declare war. So I'm just like, come on, AI. Because I think, just for giggles, if I redirect, there's no route. Yeah, if I redirect, where are you going through to get there? Alright, so what you're doing is you're traveling to Mikolar's Vortex, warping to the L cluster, and then warping to Ayabal, and then that's actually not that big of a jump. Sure, I'll redirect the claws. That's not too bad of a system jump. Yeah, that's not too bad. And fleeing refugees have arrived on Fulgor City. And we have a fleet battle. The United Obebni League have decided to jump and attack the station at front. However, they've bitten off more than they can chew, as the Robosteel Absorber fleet has wiped out their forces. They actually have a pretty decent fleet that they managed to assemble there. It's pretty strong. Which means I'm definitely glad. Ooh, we finished the Locus. The most crucial feature of the initial stage of the interstellar assembly is the Locus. A sophisticated holographic projection of a black hole. It is meant to evoke the gravitational chasm that lurks in the galactic core, the fulcrum upon which the galaxy turns. Once fully built, this place will also be an axle of sorts, around which the quiet diplomacy and soft power that often drive the galaxy swirl. That means that we have completed the next stage of our galactic assembly in Lumen.
War has been declared.
And the robotic supremacy have an issue now. Oh no, the iRobot Corps has been in the United Obebni League, which is now the Sovereign Regions. Which is actually bad, because their fleet just got fucking trashed. The robots helping robots. Disgusting. Don't worry, our fleets are currently en route. And actually, considering that,
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
I need to stop both of my armies at Wenkwart. Because in that case, that means that they'll arrive before my fleets do. Which is bad. Now the Obebni is beginning to at least do some pushback.
Research concluded.
That's an interesting complication, though, I will say that. The claws need to go here. All right. We've successfully integrated more people. Oh, and the Peace and Prosperity Group has been founded. Which are the pacifist ethos. We have 2 xenophobe ethos. And 1 authoritarian. And I'm going to promote the Galactic Emancipation Party. Currently, the majority follow the spiritualist faction. And the Blessed Rathelian Kingdom have been destroyed by the Zimmerpunk Star League and the Kenjodan Technocracy. Time will tell what this means.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
I could go spiritualist. That would actually give us the means to fight the Otheli. But so would going egalitarian. I would say all right, let's do that then. We'll embrace them if we need to. And it has now started the ticking counter for the endgame crisis. So we shall see what occurs.
Research concluded.
It's going to happen soon. It's going to happen real soon. The battle over Yon. The naval base of Yon. And we've arrived at Kithmar. And are warping to Tigra. And our own fleets have arrived at the mining system of Tigira. And the Zimmerpunk Star League have taken on the challenge of building a science nexus. Our research into which... a testament of the ingenuity of intelligent life. But our armies are ready. My priority, however, is dealing with the robo-steel absorbers.
Engaging hostile station.
I'm sure any delay caused by the robot uprising is intentional on behalf of the absorbers. We're moving towards Stellaris, an Imperial bastion. And honestly, not much of a threat. Move through front. I want to make a beeline. Engaging enemy 3 corvettes. 3 corvettes! You are fools, and you will die. Move toward Tambara.
Our forces are making planetfall.
Our fleets will blot out the stars. We have lost administrative control of the Quen Habril to the Obevni Sovereign Realms. Which is fine. They're allies. Why do we get to blot out the stars? Why do we get that achievement? I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look at that later. Back to the game. Engage. Again, I'm not super concerned about this. I'm more concerned about this. Engage the enemy bastion. And then move on Okram.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Our plan is a systematic elimination of the Robosteel observers. Oh shit. Machine uprising in the Enlightened Kingdom. The machines. The machines are rising. I feel like this is a real good setup for the contingency. Robot uprisings everywhere. Magnetron. Because they technically have a ship there. But the Robosteel will not survive.
A war has erupted. Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Oh shit. War! War has broken out everywhere! And this is the war that we were worried about. I'm only the main defender, so I can't set any claims anyway. I'm not the main defender. But this does mean that particular war. Who are we fighting against? the Ver, the Zimmerpunk, and the Kinjoden, which have to breach through here. They can also really fuck with the Otheli while all their fleets are away. That's probably why they made that. But the only juncture... Well, they actually have 2 junctures they can enter through. And I can only defend 1. And then there's our own defenses to consider. I will reroute the Harbingers to a seer. And I will reroute the Starforge to Manward. And this is the time to activate the relic. Zarklon wills it. Oh, that's barely anything. That's fucking garbage. I was expecting more from, you know, a fallen empire. Oh, God. Well, Manward. Move to Manward. Manward's where we'll make our play. And this means that the war with the Robo-Steel needs to proceed swiftly.
Research concluded.
This war needs to proceed
War
very
report.
quickly.
Enemy planet secured.
We cannot... The Prime Sentience has been destroyed by its enemies. I don't even know who the fuck they were. Oh, that was the Enlightened. Yeah. And damn, well, next episode, there's gonna be some real shit. I'm gonna just let this next battle proceed, and then I will end this episode with war everywhere. Good God.
Red alert. Spaceport under fire.
At Krantz. Yep. They're beginning to poke and prod. But our defense is at a seer. Which we can actually destroy them at a seer. Thank God I built up Manward. Come on, Manward. You gotta not suck. Manward needs the most defense. But with us fighting the Robo-Steel absorbers to the galactic east, and us fighting the Kinjoden in the galactic west, and the uprising of the iRobot core, which is troubling considering how stretched everything is, and with the endgame crisis clock now ticking, this is the end of this episode. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.